Hello. Loss of motion. Lang bikar ibol sayo hitan. To akibat hi impulse to momentum. Na hi center of mass collision ibol lang lakon in tha bol yo hintin. So I think we have covered everything. Okay, if there is something left out, athabia in it kidu. So today tunia hi we have to move on. Next you have circular motion. Okay. Circular motion zong hi alang pia lecture ni le thum tabang hum ki ding tin tunia hi a basic circular motion a basic na temphat terms ki relate ho even masa diu hin tin next part le khun dynamics of circular motion ta bet na even diu so let's see hi choi na za kha diu hin na kinematics sa zong khu displacement velocity acceleration is ibol chula na chitabanga chu particle kha chu any body, okay, body khatsu circular motion hung ochi phala chunna. So there also you have the same terms like displacement, okay, velocity, acceleration hozong kitchu. Khutele linear to linear displacement hoto angular displacement ki hina chu piham dele hechi suppose see all of these are related to circular motion, okay. Suppose I have a circle. Particle here, let's say point na particle here. So point maintain, let's say after it starts moving in a circle, okay, and clockwise then some khazawa hi point biam na jela hi point biam khutile hi chi sunga hi, let's say the angle covered is 90 degree, okay, khutile hi 90 hi pi ha butang linear chu straight line chu na chi wala chu distance covered chu 1 meter 2 meter ta kisim ji chula na to chu circular motion chu na distance cover the displacement chu angle a kisim ta chu Hentima, say degree na 90 degree 120 degree tam kisim ta cho. Alang pia chu degree chu ki banglo ewa chu degree pa chu radian na convert dan jong he rongai na. Mas hapenin displacement I chi be masang wen na. Degree to radian conversion hui ti ki bolji ha. See, one full circle khu na one full circle khu is a degree ham 360 degree chula na one full circle khu. Khutile he 360 degree hi pi ha 2 pi chula na in terms of radian na. It's okay chula na khutile divide both side by 360 bola chun 1 degree chu izar hang pod diham so 2 pi divided by 360 okay khutile 2 180 na chu pi ha so this is pi by 180 okay khutile angle ki pi pa so let's say theta degree na theta hong ki pi cho angle cho khutile theta he za de ha multiply both side by theta so theta into pi divided by 1 by 80 okay, so both side theta to multiply chula na chala theta ko multiply theta into 1 to theta hai za theta into pi by 180 he pi by 180 pa hai na chipen hi so remember this one so this is the method to convert degree into radian for example 30 degree can be so 30 degree to radian and convert ha so simply multiply the angle by 1 pi by 180 so 0 0 cancel out 3 1 is 3 3 6 are 18 to pi by 6 na example 60 degree who in terms of radian is that pi divided by 1 by 80 na 6 1 is 6 6 3 are 18 to pi by 3 it's pi by any angle ki pi pa so na any angle is given so just multiply pi by 180 to that angle you will get in the radian form okay it's pa jong so let's revise it again na high school I sim kha sa jong le okay hotele kinematics distance to displacement isim do ho na he ho chu chila he ti apply them so for example chila hi value chun a para b ka chiala chun na angle covered angular displacement chun 90 chula na 90 chu pi ha 90 into pi by 180 chu bola chun jang pod them so 90 into pi by 180 so 91 is 992 are 18 pi by 2 na in terms of radian angular displacement chu pi by 2 chula na chila hi a par b ka chiala chun khutila chu angular displacement heta na linear langa linear displacement to distance to is that ha so if I go from A to B linear distance to na he circumference hi jing chula na jaben hi hotele chela hi distance A par B ka chel distance to that ha quarter chula na ji quarter tang a full a ha full a circumference chula na 2 pi r to lean divide bol chun so you'll get AB okay so that means 2 pi r divided by 4 okay let's take radius as r circle radius or r here chun AB khu 2 pi r by 4 na chu is pi r by 2 khutile chi distance ta chula na he chi distance the displacement chu tin holo di ham. So how do you find displacement? Kinematics polai ba chi bi ke ta displacement hol phale. So whenever you have to find displacement, so join the initial and the final position with a straight line. Idi chula na khutile la initial position hi jan ha a chula na initial position chu a hi ja a to b hi straight line in join le chun, so you'll get the displacement. Okay, khutile helai a to b hi straight line ka join ale he chi za de ha. See, I have a right triangle here. Okay, right isosceles triangle. He chi r has a right triangle he chun chila hi Pythagoras theorem ka man thai chula na chi. So here I will have r square plus r square under root chi chu bi ha root 2 into r hong pod de chu. Okay, so the displacement will be root 2 into r. Okay, right, so root 2 into r. Circular path ajong chu na distance hold on displacement hold on jong na he rong ai chu. So not just the angular displacement. Okay, angular displacement is just the angle covered na chi chu ha lo sa. Khutile in general na to chu tang hilai hi angle chu 90 ka pi sa 90 a chu distance chu hol ha lo pi chu na it is easy. Okay, so it is just quarter of the full circle. Khutile to chu angle chum bele kharong ki pi ala chun, so in generalize khar ga bolote to chu suppose I have a circle. Okay, it's a circle hi suppose I start from point A again. Radius song hi r ma mala le na. Kutile if I go from A to some point B, so I cover an angle of theta tiude. Okay. Kutile chila heavy le chun angular displacement to theta chula na je theta has a linear distance to piha chepa he linear distance. Okay, so this is the linear distance. So let's say the linear distance is some L. So what is L? L is the arc. Arc ni na je. So L is an arc. Okay, so here L is an arc. So angular displacement is theta. Khutile aman ki ka relation hi na hol thai divem. See, if I rotate by 2 pi 360 din so 2 pi ka rotate ala chun distance cover jo jar ha circumference chula na 2 pi a chu. So if I go 2 pi distance cover chu 2 pi r. Okay, ka thilji hi vela chun veilanga hai pika ja. This is the angle in radian ka ji chuna chalang hai angle in radian ka ji za zilanga hai piha chepen hi linear distance ka ji cho hotele both side divide by 2 pi bol chun, so 1 is equals to 1 radian equals to r na 2 pi to ko divide ala abana chu multiply for theta to have chun angular displacement angle in radian hi theta ko hol longai chula na, so multiply both side by theta, so theta will be equals to theta into r. Okay, chichu pi de na ha angle theta ka ki rotate do ala chun linear distance covered to theta into r. So that is the meaning. Okay, khutile chela heavy le chun theta angle ka rotate ala chun na distance pass up here arc pa he chula na, this is L. Okay, arc is the distance covered from A to B. Khutile chun chila hi chi formula pa he na, so chipa he if I use this one, so the length will be theta into r. Okay, theta ka rotate ala chun distance covered to theta into r na he chi chakuna theta pi ha theta is L divided by r. So what is L? L is the arc divided by what is r? R is the radius. So we have one relation between angle theta, the length of arc, and the radius. Question khat na hong ki dong ji beta ji concept mang cha he. So theta equals to length of arc divided by radius. Okay, remember. Okay, one example. Suppose I have a circular path. Particle is going in a circular path. Okay, so from point A, it starts going. So let's say point here. Point B, point C. Okay, let's say this is how much shall we take? 30. Okay, so depend here 180 na. So what is the linear distance AB and AC? A part B chen ka chia chun na distance cover chu za ding ham A part C chen ka chia chun distance cover chu za dem. Khutila chalai formula pa hi man wala chun A part B ka chia chun na, so let's say if I go from A to B, A part B chen ka chia chun length chu pi ha theta into r chula na. Okay, so here AB is in AB length arc AB. Now arc AB is equals to theta, so that 180. Okay, so here I cannot write 180 degree. As it's a question of degree I can be, but here theta theta. So here theta should be in radian. Okay, remember it's a formula naman pawle. It's like theta equals to L by R formula naman pawle. Theta so radian naam ngai so asipen here. So this should be in radian. Kutile 180 to in radian as ha. So I told you 180 into pi by 180. Okay, so that means this is pi. Na pi into radius to, let's say this is given as R. Okay, kutile is that data na. So pi R. Okay, iya para bizen ka chilchun distance covered so pi into R so na. So bana so iya pat season ka chila chun is that ha. So if I go from A to C, what is the distance covered? Total angle to is that ha. AC equals to angle to 180 plus 30. Now is that 210. So 210 into pi divided by 180 into R. Okay, 210 to total 210 to 180 plus 30. So this is 210 degree. Okay. JEE is that has solved lesson. So 0 0 3 6 are 18, 3 7 are 21, 7 pi by 6 R. Okay. So that means that will be 7 pi R by 6. Okay, this is the distance covered if I go from A to C. Nah. Okay, so next you have angular velocity. Angular velocity omega kiti so sipahin W to bang pahin na omega. Angular velocity cho piha. Utang linear kinematics bolai ba chu velocity cho piha. So dx by dt na. Displacement alola distance to differential involve la distance function so differential involve la velocity hung pot chole na. So in the same way omega is given by d theta by dt. Okay, so remember this one. Angular displacement function pa ko differential ala omega composite nature. Okay, for example, so theta is given as 2t square plus 5. Okay, question to calculate omega. Now omega at t equals to 1 second. Katile chun his like omega t ko hold ha. So omega is given by so d theta by dt. Na juju piha. So d by dt into theta who 2t square plus 5. Juju ha 2t square differentiation who 4t plus 5 differentiation to 0 na constant differentiation 0. Kutile chila hi omega at t equals to 1 second. Kutile 1 khel kun t khel kun 1 correlation 4 into 1, so that is 4. Okay, right, so what is the unit of omega? Kasi ba so theta so radian naam ka tisu na jepen hi radian naam ne. So radian naam alsun radian divided by second, time to second chula na. So that means this is 4 radian per second. Okay, a unit jong sumi alsi lausun angular velocity to radian per second. Aban angular velocity an hediu pai mota khat na. Betang relation hin na her kha diu chu. So omega is equals to v by r ki dikhan meta relation, or v equals to omega into r na. His derivation pa hi dynamics of circular motion pa la them khat detail diwa in bol na. So for now see you have seen this formula. Okay, v equals to omega into r. His hi pen hi piha ke manda di da chu. For example, betang suppose at point O origin, so from origin at point 3,4 na chilai particle kham chi particle pa he x langa chia 10 meter per second speed a chi cho khutile chun chi pa he question to find out omega, calculate omega he 3,4. okay, right, so that is the question. Khutile chila na he v pa speed pa he 10 meter per second pa he ka speed ala chun he ka speed asun chilang khat chiding na angle chu za idem. So if I have 3,4 he triangle pa he na chi 3 chu chi hi za 4 chu chi hi chu chi pen hi khudal chi angle hi za de ha chi pen hi 53 hi ngai na chi pen hi. Okay, he chi angle ho hi ne thim lo wala basic maths sa ka bol da cho trigo part a ko na khudile chila hi he chi pa hi 53 hong ding. Kutila chun chepa jang 53 hong ding. Okay, so that means I have here 10 cos 53 and here I have 10 sin 53. Wata ji ka bola ji biham tele he chi hi particle pa he na he 10 meter per second chi pa hi with respect to O with respect to origin ahina which pen hin circular motion perform thai dem na which component pen hin which particle pa hai na which akon ahi circle motion hitin achi thai dem. So if you see this component, okay, this component will be able to rotate about this point. Okay, so this component will rotate this particle about this point. As you see perpendicular to na velocity here kaya lachun is a particle pass see the path here. It is possible to create a circular path. Okay, so you're going to take this component. Okay, so this component we don't take. Detail rotational motion involved. So this particle will be able to perform circular motion only because of this velocity. Okay, so therefore we have to consider this one. Now component with respect to this, it will not rotate this particle. Okay, rotation part kasi rotational motion. So here what I'm trying to show you is component velocity here. So one is the perpendicular component, another is the one that is along like this, okay, along the point from where you observe na kalpaso perpendicular hisa ko tilachun circular motion a possible na dinga ngai cha component chu pa he chule na perpendicular component. So therefore what I will rewrite this as omega is equals to so perpendicular component of velocity divided by r. Okay, so this is the actual formula, omega to v perpendicular by r. So remember, omega is at the omega to 10 sine 53 divided by r to at ham is 5 chilna 3,4. Is like triangle heavy. Is 3 here 4 Pythagoras theorem mangla 5 hong pot. Okay, go to 10 sine 53 divided by r to 5. Okay, so this is 2. So 2 into sine 53 to 4 by 5. So 8 by 5 radian per second. Okay, chu angular velocity. Apana chu angular acceleration na. Kasi kinematics also a equals to dv by dt bolos na. So similarly, you have alpha is equals to d omega by dt. Angular velocity to differentiate bolachun alpha hang pot. Okay. Habale na kinematics linear motion in 1D equation in 2 minutes also pita x equals to ut plus half at square. Okay, abana v equals to u plus at na abana v square minus u square equals to twice as. Hicho motion in 1D chulu na linear motion acho kutile chitabang na circular motion adang so heji equation hoy ki bang ke thaicho iti ki man thaya. So in place of this displacement you put angular displacement theta equals to omega initial into time plus half into alpha into t square. First equation to na. Second equation to biham final omega equals to initial omega plus alpha into t. Angular velocity. Velocity of nas angular velocity equation na. Abana to biha final angular velocity square minus initial angular velocity square should be equals to twice alpha into theta. Okay. Kinematics are 3 equations. So we can use the same equation even in circular motions. Okay, so just remember that point. Okay, suppose particle is moving in a circular path. Okay, let's say radius to let's say 10 meter. Okay, so a particle so initially it is at A, so it starts from rest. Particle starts from rest na. Starts from rest kati alachun pitina ha. So starts from rest means omega initial is equals to 0. Okay. Kutile question 2, find particle he if angular acceleration ki pina. If angular acceleration alpha equals to let's say how much 1 radian per second. Okay. Kutile find omega and theta at t equals to is that la so 2 second, right? So let's say 5 second. Ano na bit here na. Tang chika bol na jicho I want to apply these equations. Okay, sila equation ki pihoy na. Kagaza gun sa. Kutila masapena chu omega. Formula chu piha. Tang sila hi alpha ki pia na alpha ki pia. Abana chu omega initial ke he time ke pi alachun omega final chu ti holding ham. So which equation you have to use? Omega final equals to omega initial plus alpha into t. Initial angular acceleration to 0 na. So omega final equals to 0 plus alpha to 1 into time to 2. So this is 2 radian per second. Okay, so similarly, so after 5 seconds so 0 plus alpha to 1 into 5 to 5 radian per second. Okay. Abana displacement pa ding which iman so displacement so alpha ke pia omega initial ke time zone ke na. So we have to find theta. So which equation you have to use? So theta equals to omega initial into t plus half into alpha into t square. Okay. Kudira time t equals to 2 theta omega initial to 0 na, 0 into 2 plus half into 1 into 2 square. Two cancel out, so I have 2 radian. Okay, so this is in radian, theta to radian. So t equals to 5. Theta equals to 0 into 5 plus half into 1 into 5 square. So 5 square is 25 na. So 25 divided by 2 is so this is 12.5 radian. Okay, so that is your angular displacement. Okay, basics circular motion. Kimang tam ibolo na. So we are going to do more of this in rotational motion. Okay. Kudele question tempat to solve below. Next video full circular motion. Dynamics of circular motion na. Centripetal acceleration, centripetal force abona in volumes. So here I think this much is the basic. BP angular displacement theta kinaya, angular velocity omega kinaya, banas angular acceleration alpha na. Okay, so these are the 3 terms that are basic terms that are related to circular motion, right? Angular displacement theta heza, angular velocity omega heza, banas angular acceleration alpha. Bana mohoki ka relation pen hin hele na. So omega to d theta by dt heza, bana alpha to pm alpha to d omega by dt. Okay. Abanle hecho chunga hi kinematic equation to mo jong ki mang thai na. So that much basic. Okay, question khaleni ga solve din. So that will be this video. Akira ho circular motion a main topic pa na, dynamics of circular motion in volumes. Okay, so here you have some questions. A sportsman runs around circular tracks of radius small r such that he traverses the path AB, the distance traveled and the displacement. With the question circular path ke pia ahivanga so linear displacement, linear distance ki dong thai cho. Chi question ahi vela chun particle hi hoilanga chia. Ia ke panchuna chala ia para bia ta jintin abana so bia para ia ta nung kida abana so ia para b ta chikit. Okay, that is the question. Butang AB kiti hopitin ha ia para b na chidingo bara bia para a na chidingo ia para b na. So particle a particular sportsman paso ite achi cho. Ia par b chia, b par a chia, ia par b chiket na. Hotele ia par tai b chia na jipen hin number 1. Hung no hung kira b para ia par b chia, b para a hung ta hung kira. Okay. Abana chu ia para b ta chiket na tai. Okay, so like this 1, 2 and then 3. Hotele chila hi masapen distance suzat ding ha. So what will be the distance? Batang 1 complete revolution as a distance to 2 pi r chalana. 1 complete plus half is that in. So 2 pi r plus half to pi r. So that is 3 pi r. So pen hit distance. Okay. So that means option A is wrong. Option B is also wrong. Distance 3 pi r chalana. Hotele sito di ko khat pen diri da so. To hai displacement and also next ha so. Kasi jo displacement jo ki hol zeta. So join the starting point and the final point with a straight line. Kutile ia par ke parana hita b ka chiding b par a ka hong ke ding ia par b ka chi ke dalchun final so b chulana. Okay, so this is the final and A is the starting. Kutile A to B to straight line as join lechun zan hong pod ha. So this is the diameter. Okay, so that means 2 into r. So what is the answer? So C. Okay. Okay, next I have a body is moving with constant speed in the circle of radius 10 to 10 kp. The body completes one revolution in 4 seconds. Okay, so at the end of the third second, so the displacement of the body from the starting point, circular part kp. Body here, say let's say radius to kp 10 kp na 10 meter. Body to a part kp 10. Kutile utang one revolution to 2 pi na 2 pi to time is an cover 4 second cover. So kutile see I can divide this thing into 4. Bola liya ka divide ha. Question hai vele chun chila hi constant speed ki di cho speed ki khelo na kutile chun he chila utang name ga ke bole a b c d. A part b ka china time chu na t1 here, b apat c ka china time chu t2 here, c apat d ka china chu time t3 here, d apat a chu t4 here chun batang a speed chu constant here chun, so t1 should be equals to t2 should be equals to t3 should be equals to t4. Time ki bang chana cover so distance ki bang cover so a b distance to b c distance to c d to a d a distance ki bang chura na quarter cycle chura kude distance ki ba sun time long ki bang ngai cho aje speed chi constant so kude total one revolution to 4 second a cover al chun quarter kha chu jana cover de ha 1 second. Okay, so 1 second bala chu 1 second. Question chun pi dom third second ana third second as a particle to hoyam ta d am da je lai. So particle is at body is at d. Kutile displacement and also na displacement. Kutile displacement so tiki holzeta. So join the initial and the final point with a straight line. It's a length behind all of this. Kutile it's like a triangle here. So here I have a triangle. So in this triangle, radius to 10 meter, 10 meter here. Side by side 10 root 2. Okay. 10 square plus 10 square. Here's the Pythagoras theorem. So this is what 2 into 10 into root 2. Okay, option C. Okay, next question. A flywheel is accelerated uniformly from race. Race kp aljon piha omega initial to 0. So rotates through 5 radian to theta na. Theta is 5 radian in the first second. Time t equals to 1. So 1 second achu radian to 5 radian covered on theta chu. Okay, so it starts from race. Khudil chalai ho thoma ko nahi pin holo thaiwa alpha ki holo thai chu janai ko nahi. Okay, right, so theta equals to omega initial into t plus half into alpha into t square. Theta to 5 is omega initial to 0 into time to 1 second plus half into alpha to ki hello na into 1 square. Kutile 5 is equals to alpha divided by 2. Alpha is 10 radian per second square. Okay, so alpha na. Kutile bana the angle rotated by the flywheel in the next second. Next second to a second second ni na pa na distance is not covered angular displacement is not covered kitong. So that means see hitting gazi lang. Hichi first second na. Hichi second. Kutile chila hi omega chu 0 so ki patna chu na. Kutile hi omega hi za dingham ihe dong ai cho. Aji chu question chun pi do ham chila theta do so na chila theta is that ham do cho. Kutile omega tang hi chila pa hi ani na pa hi ka solve dinga la chun hi chila ya hi. So this is the initial omega for the second part. Okay, so that means but this is the final omega for the first part. Okay, first part achu. If I apply this formula, omega final equals to omega initial plus alpha into t. Okay, then this omega final is basically this one. So that omega initial part to 0 has alpha to 10 into time to 1 second. So 10 radian per second. Okay, after the first second, now the angular velocity is 10 radian per second. Kutilachun to hi anina pa he chila omega pen chu omega initial chu 10 radian per second hita cho ta he anina pa he na. So we have to travel for 1 second. So here what is the theta for this one? So theta for the second one will be equals to omega initial plus half into alpha into t square. Chila omega initial is 10 time to 1 second plus half into alpha ki khelo de na into 1 square. Is that 10 plus, so 2 1 is 2 to 5 are 10, so 10 plus 5, so this is 15 radian. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, one last question na Japan here medical exam question. So let omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 be angular speed of second hen. Punga ko second oma, minute oma, abanas hour hen na punga ko. Kutele x1, x2 are the respective angular distances in 1 minute. Time to time to 1 minute to 60 second kipi. So Kutele, you have to find out a relation. Okay, option hoy na value taso. Minute khatsunga na minute khatsunga second hen pa is velam. So x1, what is x1? 2 pi. Second hen pa ho round khan ki velman na minute khana ho. Second khana cho 1 full revolution to 2 pi. Okay, kutele x2 to minute hen to that ha. So 2 pi by 60. Okay, right? But second hen to khawe ki vel zawala chun minute hen to that chira minute khat bo chiro chule na. So that is what 2 pi by 60. Okay, if you divide the whole 360, so divided by 60. So one division will be 1 minute. Kutele anina cho x3. Our hen pa cha chido de ham. So 2 pi divided by so 60. Minute khat cho 16 divided by division. So 2 pi by 60 into 60. Okay. Chi hi theta cho chipin x1, x2, x3 hi. Kutele omega 1 cho ning ha. So x1 divided by time. X1 to 2 pi divided by time to 60. Abana omega 2 cho ning ha. X2 divided by time t. Time ki bang so kena bonwa. So 2 pi divided by 60 into 60. Okay. Abana chu omega 3 chu zat ha. Omega 3 chu x3 divided by t. So which means 2 pi divided by 60 into 60. So divided by 60. Okay. Ko dile chalai question option hoy put le jong hoy pen here satisfy penam. Masa penang ga put le na. So omega 1 by x1. Omega 1 chu zat 2 pi by 60, so divided by 2 pi, chu 1 by 60. 2 pi cancel out na. Abanas omega 2 divided by x2 is that omega 2 chu, so 2 pi divided by 60 into 60, so divided by x2 chu 2 pi divided by 60. So 2 pi by 60 ki cancel out chun 1 by 60 is remaining. Okay, chita banga chu omega 3 divided by x3. Here's is an podo de ham. Omega 3 to 2 pi divided by 60 into 60 into 60 hizana Japan here. So divided by x3 to 2 pi divided by 60 into 60. Kutile 2 pi by 60 into 60 numerator to denominator cancel out remaining so 1 by 60. Okay. So here you can see that the right hand side for the three equations are same. So right hand side pa so here we can assume this as k. Okay, so the left hand side should also be equal. So this one. Answer should be 1. Okay. Okay, circular motion is basic ball. So now you question in ball hockey practice book na naiva zong le question solve jeda. So next video circular motion detail into due acceleration velocity na bonds and force, centrifugal force, centripetal force involved. Okay, so I hope you understand. You learned something from this video. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.